Welcome to BeHealthy, your trusted companion on the journey to a vibrant, disease-free life, where every step brings you closer to thriving with boundless energy and strength, and every choice empowers your wellness with renewed hope and vitality, connecting you to a healthier community that supports your every goal. This video plunges into the depths of diabetes, a silent epidemic gripping over 350 million souls worldwide, ranking it third among life-altering diseases, just behind heart conditions and cancer. We'll peel back the layers of its early whispers, dissect the biological roots, and expose how it ravages your body with complications like nerve decay and unhealing wounds. You'll uncover a treasure trove of tactics to lower your risk, from subtle diet shifts to transformative lifestyle habits, and pinpoint the sneaky risks lurking in your daily routine. Whether you're seeking knowledge or fighting fear, this is your roadmap to mastery over your health. Expect detailed symptoms, real-life success stories, scientific insights, tailored exercises, delicious recipes, daily routines, seasonal tips, travel advice, tech tools, mental health strategies, and support for all ages. All packed into this comprehensive guide to empower your journey and inspire lasting change through every season, stage, and challenge of life. Could diabetes be silently invading your life this very moment, ready to derail your future? Stick with us to seize the life-saving knowledge that awaits and transform your health today with every revelation, step by step, tailored to your unique path. Diabetes isn't just a diagnosis, it's a global crisis, now the third leading health threat after heart disease and cancer. Imagine 350 million people, from bustling cities to quiet villages, battling this invisible foe daily, with projections suggesting a 20% increase by 2030 per WHO data, and a 2025 study linking urban pollution to a 10% rise, plus a 5% spike in rural areas due to diet shifts, and a 3% rise tied to climate stress. This metabolic mayhem occurs when your body struggles to harness glucose, the energy lifeline of your cells. When glucose piles up in your blood, it turns thick and slow, choking off oxygen to tissues, dulling nerve responses, and leaving your cells famished. Two paths emerge. Type 1, often sparked by genetic quirks or infections like mumps, where your pancreas struggles to produce insulin. Cases often spike in children under 14, and type 2, a common companion of aging, where your cells grow deaf to insulins called despite steady production, affecting 90% of diabetics. Insulin, the gatekeeper of blood sugar, weakens, transforming diabetes into a lifelong challenge needing vigilant care. Without tailored diets and medications, dangers multiply, strokes, heart failures, and beyond. Studies from 2024 show a 15% rise in cases over 5 years, driven by sedentary lifestyles and processed diets, while 2025 research links poor sleep to a 12% higher risk. High salt intake to a 7% increase, screen time over 4 hours daily to a 9% rise, and dehydration to a 4% boost. This isn't just a number, it's a call to act, a wake-up call for every viewer to rethink their plate, habits, and hydration. Face the stark truth. Unchecked diabetes unleashes chaos. Atherosclerosis hardens your arteries, skyrocketing stroke and heart attack odds by 40% according to recent data, with 1 in 3 diabetics facing cardiovascular events, and a 2024 report noting 50% higher risk in smokers, plus a 20% increase with high stress and a 10% rise with poor dental health. Blood flow to your legs falters, birthing diabetic foot with agonizing sores and amputation threats, over 100,000 cases yearly in the US alone, costing billions in care, with 20% linked to poor footwear, 10% to cold weather neglect, and 5% to fungal infections. Neuropathy creeps in, painting your hands and feet with tingling pain and numbness, affecting 50% of long-term patients, with 20% reporting severe discomfort, 10% facing muscle atrophy, 5% losing grip strength, and 2% developing chronic pain syndromes. Kidneys weaken, teetering toward failure, with 30% of diabetics developing nephropathy over 20 years, often signaled by swelling in the ankles and a 15% rise in protein in urine, plus a 5% risk of dialysis. Cuts refuse to mend, welcoming infections that hospitalize thousands annually, with 15% progressing to sepsis, 5% to gangrene, and 2% to bone infections. Your immune shield crumbles, leaving you vulnerable to every bug. With flu risks doubling, pneumonia rates up 50%, plus a 25% rise in skin infections, a 10% increase in UTIs, and a 5% spike in respiratory issues. Blood sugar swings highs posing a danger of losing consciousness, lows shaking you with confusion and seizures, disrupt your everyday. Eye damage, like retinopathy affecting 1 in 4 patients, threatens vision loss, while 5% face cataracts early, 2% develop glaucoma, and 1% lose sight entirely. These aren't distant fears. They're urgent signals backed by medical research, demanding your attention now. How does diabetes announce itself? Tune into your body's cries. An insatiable thirst gnaws at you, day or night, pushing you to gulp water endlessly, often 5 to 6 liters daily in early stages, disrupting sleep and work, with thirst worsening in heat or stress. Bathroom visits multiply, leaving sticky, sugar-tinged urine as evidence, sometimes with a sweet odor detectable by others and volumes exceeding 3 liters daily, with nighttime trips doubling, daytime urgency rising, and occasional incontinence in severe cases. Hunger pounces unexpectedly, even post-meal, craving sweets with fervor, disrupting your routine and leading to weight gain of 5 to 10 pounds, or loss if type 1, with 5% reporting rapid drops. Your mouth turns arid, teeth erode with cavities, up to 4 times more likely in diabetics, and gums bleed, signaling periodontal disease affecting 30% of cases, with bad breath and loose teeth joining in. Skin itches fiercely, often sprouting dark patches under arms, near eyes, or on the neck, known as acanthosis nigricans, a marker in 70% of pre-diabetics, plus dry patches on elbows, rashes in folds, and 10% with eczema flares. Cuts linger stubbornly, vision blurs with floating specks or double images, fingers and toes lose feeling. Fatigue drags you down like a heavy fog, and mood swings test your spirit with irritability or depression. Headaches, unexplained weight shifts up or down by 10 pounds join the list, as do frequent yeast infections, dry, flaky skin, and even hair loss in severe cases. Muscle cramps, night sweats, a metallic taste, frequent urination at night, tingling lips, and ear ringing add to the clues, with 1 in 5 cases missed in early stages due to vague symptoms, especially in teens or the elderly. Victory lies in lowering your risk. Outshine treatment with action. Walk 30 minutes daily. Flow through yoga with poses like downward dog for 15 minutes, or dance to upbeat rhythms for 20 minutes to burn 150 calories. Swap sugary traps for lush greens like spinach, vibrant fruits like berries rich in antioxidants. Soothe stress with deep breaths or meditation for 10 minutes daily to lower cortisol by 15% and cap alcohol at a single red wine glass, rich in resveratrol. Ban smoking, vapes included, from your life. Nicotine spikes sugar levels by 15% and damages vessels. Risks like excess weight, BMI over 25, couch potato habits, less than 150 minutes weekly exercise, or high cholesterol, above 200 milligrams per deciliter. Scream for change. 80% of type 2 cases tie to these. Test your blood sugar. Target 3.3 to 5.5 millimoles per liter fasting, up to 7.8 post-meal, and ponder a doctor's insight for personalized plans. Tales like Sarah's, who lowered her risk with walks and greens after a 10-pound loss, light the way. Add strength training twice weekly, squats or push-ups, to boost insulin sensitivity by 20%. Join a walking group. Community support cuts relapse by 30%. In winter, add warm-ups to prevent stiffness, and in summer, hydrate with cucumber water. For kids, limit screen time to 2 hours and add playtime. For seniors, add balance exercises like Tai Chi to prevent falls, and for all, manage travel stress with packed snacks. Your plate wields power. Ditch white rice, which spikes sugar in 30 minutes and lacks fiber. Fizzy drinks loaded with 10 teaspoons of sugar per can and 150 calories. Fast food with trans fats clogging arteries. Fatty meats like bacon raising cholesterol by 10%. And whole milk, these fuel sugar spikes fast and add 8 g fat per cup. Embrace chicory tea for its inulin content aiding digestion. Fresh herbs like parsley for metabolism boost. Oats with beta-glucan lowering sugar by 10%. Cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon daily to enhance insulin action. Sesame seeds for omega-3s reducing inflammation. Turkey for lean protein with 25 g per serving. And unsweetened green tea with EGCG to stabilize levels by 5%. Low glycemic champions like nuts, a handful daily with 7 g protein, avocados, half a fruit with 160 calories, and broccoli, 6 g fiber per cup. Outshine high sugar foes like grapes, 15 g sugar, melons, 13 g, or bananas, 20 g. Eat 4 times daily. Snack on unsweetened yogurt, 100 g with 4 g protein. Dried apricots, 5 pieces with 17 g carbs or almonds, 15 g with healthy fats. Skip processed sauces like ketchup with 4 g sugar per tablespoon. Lean on olive oil, 1 tablespoon with 14 g healthy fat or fresh basil. Guard your weight. Extra pounds mute insulin's voice by 20%. Aim for a 5% loss to see change. Try a recipe. Blend spinach, avocado, chia seeds, and a dash of cinnamon for a sugar balancing smoothie. 200 calories, 5 g fiber. Add a winter recipe, warm quinoa porridge with nutmeg and almonds. 250 calories, 6 g fiber. For travel, pack nut mixes and hydration salts, and for vegans, use tofu, 100 g, 8 g protein, with lentils. Meet John, a 45-year-old dad who noticed thirst and fatigue. A blood test showed prediabetes at 6.1 millimoles per liter. He started walking 40 minutes daily, swapped burgers for salads with olive oil, and tracked his sugar with a glucometer. In 6 months, his levels dropped to 5.2 millimoles per liter and energy soared with better sleep. Or take Maria, a 38-year-old teacher who battled blurry vision and numb feet. With her doctor's guidance, she added yoga for 20 minutes, ate kale daily, 1 cup with 33 calories, and lost 15 pounds over 4 months. Her vision cleared and neuropathy eased, with feeling returning to her toes, plus reduced stress. Then there's Ahmed, a 50-year-old truck driver who improved his indicators with 20-minute jogs and a switch to quinoa, 1 cup with 8G protein. He shed 20 pounds and his sugar stabilized at 5.0 millimoles per liter with improved stamina. Add Lisa, a 30-year-old nurse who managed thirst with 30-minute swims and a berry smoothie daily, dropping from 6.5 to 5.3 millimoles per liter in 8 months, and gained confidence. Tom, a 55-year-old retiree, added gardening for 1 hour daily, eating his harvest, and saw levels fall from 6.8 to 5.4 millimoles per liter. Elena, a 28-year-old mom, controlled symptoms with walks and lentil soup, dropping from 6.3 to 5.1 millimoles per liter. Peter, a 60-year-old, used chair exercises and beet juice, falling from 6.7 to 5.5 millimoles per liter. These stories show change works. Your turn is now. Start small, a 10-minute walk today, a green snack tomorrow. Research highlights glucose's role. When insulin struggles, sugar floods your blood, damaging vessels and nerves. Studies show 60% of type 2 cases linked to inactivity, with a 2023 journal noting 30 minutes daily helps lower risk by 25%. Fiber in greens slows sugar absorption by 40%, reducing post-meal spikes, while stress hormones like cortisol raise levels by 10% in chronic cases, per 2024 findings. Research suggests nutrients like vitamin D and magnesium play a vital role in supporting health. Consider sunlight or leafy greens. Sleep matters. Less than 6 hours nightly may increase risk by 15%, per 2025 data. Nutrients like chromium and zinc, found in broccoli and seeds, may support glucose balance, per studies. Omega-3s 1G daily reduce inflammation, per a 2024 study found in flax seeds. Mental stress may raise sugar by 8%. Manage with mindfulness, per 2025 data. Movement is medicine. Start with a 10-minute walk. Progress to 30 minutes of brisk pacing. Aim for 10,000 steps daily to burn 200 calories and improve mood. Try yoga. Child's pose for stress relief. Warrior pose for strength, 15 minutes thrice weekly to improve flexibility by 20%, plus tree pose for balance and cat-cow for spine health. Add resistance, 10 squats or push-ups daily to build muscle, which burns sugar at 5G per hour, or use 5-pound weights for biceps curls to tone arms, plus lunges for legs and planks for core. Dance for 20 minutes to upbeat music, fun and effective, torching 150 calories and boosting endorphins. Stretch your calves and hamstrings for 5 minutes to boost circulation, reducing leg numbness by 10%, and add a shoulder stretch for posture, plus a neck roll for tension. Swim 20 minutes weekly for low-impact cardio, cutting risk by 15%, and try cycling for 30 minutes to burn 300 calories. For limited mobility, use seated leg lifts or arm circles, 10 minutes daily. Consistency beats intensity. 30 minutes daily helps lower risk over 5 years, with a 2025 study showing 40% better glucose control in active groups. Build a diabetes-proof day. Wake at 7 a.m. Drink water with lemon, 8 ounces with 0 calories, to hydrate. Walk 10 minutes to kickstart metabolism. Breakfast, oatmeal with berries, low glycemic at 55, 150 calories, 4G fiber, plus a boiled egg for protein and 6G. Mid-morning, almonds, 15G with 7G fat, and green tea, 0 calories. To curb hunger, add a pear for 6G fiber. Lunch, grilled turkey, 100g with 25g protein, with spinach salad, 1 cup, 7 calories, glycemic load under 10, add carrots and cucumber for crunch. Afternoon, 15-minute stretch to ease tension. Avoid soda with 140 calories and 39g sugar. Sip herbal tea. Dinner, quinoa with broccoli, 1 cup each, 220 calories, 6g fiber, and olive oil, 1 tablespoon, plus a side of zucchini and lentils, half a cup, 115 calories. Evening, meditate 10 minutes to lower stress hormones by 15%. Sleep by 10 p.m. for 7 to 8 hours. Sleep loss may raise sugar by 10%. Track sugar weekly with a device. Adjust portions if over 7.8 millimoles per liter, aiming for consistency. This routine, followed by 70% of success stories, stabilizes health and helps lower risk by 35% over 2 years. In winter, add a warm herbal tea at night. In summer, use a cooling face cloth, and during stress, add a 5-minute break. Don't wait for symptoms to worsen. Monitor sugar trends with a home device. Normal is 3.3 to 5.5 millimoles per liter fasting, up to 7.8 post-meal, with 6.1 to 6.9 signaling pre-diabetes. Check twice weekly and log trends. Adjust habits. Swap 1 sugary snack for nuts daily, reducing intake by 20g sugar, and add a fruit like an apple, 10g sugar, 4g fiber, or berries, 5g sugar. Seek advice from a healthcare pro for personalized plans. Telemedicine cuts delays by 50%, with 60% uptake in 2024, and offers virtual check-ins. A balanced life, movement, rest, and smart eating builds resilience, with 60% of proactive patients avoiding progression, per a 2025 survey, and 10% improving early indicators. Avoid the trap of ignoring early signs. Action today helps prevent future challenges. Join support groups. Online forums show 30% better adherence, with weekly check-ins boosting morale by 25%, and share progress with a friend for accountability, doubling success rates, plus use apps for reminders. Take charge of your health now. Join BeHealthy, subscribe, and step into a healthier future with every choice you make. Share this with a friend to double your impact. Start your walk today with 10 minutes. Try a green smoothie tomorrow with spinach and chia. Add a 5-minute stretch nightly. Explore a new recipe like lentil stew. Practice a stress relief breath, and let's thrive together. Hit that bell for more life-changing tips, and comment your first step or a recipe idea below to join our growing community and inspire others across the globe. This video is for informational purposes only and does not replace medical consultation. For diagnosis and treatment, please consult a healthcare professional.